From dusk till dawn, I see a free hometown, where the sun sets west and rises at east. The night gives shadows to the crowd around. It may hold surprises or it's at ease. As the wind blows, the tree dances with it. Nature is alive, active as they say. Everything's near, convenient, I admit. In every area, there are different ways. Cars pass by a lot on the narrow roads, with its noise echoing through the city. Some spaces are occupied by waste. With that, I must say, this place is not tidy. Though I have grown in this, and I have known, it is a small city that I call home. Talisay Talisay, or Pure Talisay, is a program that is located in Dalisay City, Negros, Occidental. I have decided that it's time for people to be united with each other and with the city. And thus, I decided to create a park. Site analysis. Dalisay City, Negros Occidental is located between Bacolod City and Silay City. From the mesosite analysis, I have analyzed the different areas of the community, which are the residential, commercial, the school, the churches, and the main road. I was given the freedom to choose 3 possible sites for the proposed program, and I chose site number 2 because I think that it is convenient to everyone. It is near residential areas as well as the commercial ones. It is located at the center, and I think that everyone will be able to have access to it. Physical parameters. The site is occupied by an abandoned junkyard, so I decided to revive it by changing it into something else. Observations. From my gathered data from my observation, near the location that I have chosen, there are children playing along the streets. People often stand by along the street to wait and interact with other people, and neighbors would usually walk around the street to get fresh air. Parameter. Location. Its coordinates are 10.736631 and 122.967887. It is located in front of a commercial area and is surrounded by housing. Parameter. Size. The size of the lot is 450 square meters, which is 20 by 25 meters. Parameter. Neighborhood. Its nearby landmarks are the following: commercial area that includes a cafe, laundry shop, J&T Express, mini clothing shop, and a repair parts shop, and store or sari-sari stores. Parameter. Infrastructure. Flow of traffic. Vehicles have access from both sides, east to west, and south and north. Parameter. Nature. Trees are positioned everywhere within the location. Parameter. Man-made. Its electrical pole is located near the lot and the following lots. Parameter. Sensorial experience. The aroma of the place is bad because of trash litters and gas from the cars. There are noise coming from vehicles and children playing along the streets. Parameter. Climate. The sun rises at east and sets at west, while the wind direction comes from east to west. Socio-cultural parameters. History. Dalisay was originally inhabited by natives who led nomadic lives at the foot of scenic north Negros mountain ranges. They are famously known as the Negritos. In 1788, families of Malay descent settled in the pristine part of Negros Island and named it Minuluan. Unknown to many, the sugar industry in province has its very roots in Talisay. The seedlings brought from Spain thrived well in the rich, loamy soil. Fray Cuenca improved sugar production of the crude wooden mills with invention of Molino de Agua, and the rest they say is history. The Spanish colonizers became guardians of our economic, socio-political, and spiritual lives, and with more of the Minuluan population embracing the Catholic faith, the city was decreed a town on September 20, 1850, with San Nicolas de Tolentino as its patron saint. The city of Talisay in Negros Occidental was named after a tree called Talisay tree, which is also known as Terminalia catapa, after the tree grew along the mouth of the Matabang River. Its abundance gave the city its life and its identity. The population of Barangay Zone 12 consists the 2.59% of the overall population of Talisay City, Negros Occidental, which is 102,214. Demographics. Age. Ages 12 and below is 21.3%, 13 to 18 is 10.6%, 19 to 25 is 18.1%, 26 to 40 is 26.6%, 41 to 60 is 12.8%, and 60 and above is 10.6%. For the population, male takes up 53.7% of the population, which is 1,394, while the female takes up 47.3%, which are 1,251. Status. In the upper class, there are 57, middle class is 1,693, and the lower class is 868. Genius loci. The area is known as the local distinctiveness of the barangay since it was often seen when passed by. Although it is currently occupied by an abandoned junkyard, people say that the area feels dull every time they pass by. So, I have decided to make the area more lively and interactive through this proposed program. Here is the audit of possible programs in the space. So, I have considered the children playing along the streets from my observations, so I decided to put a playground for children. Then, a mini pavilion for the people who wanted to hang out, comfort room for the park, pet area or an open space, a greenhouse that sells Dalisay tree saplings. And people can also plant Dalisay tree saplings in that exact greenhouse. I wanted to put this program as well to acknowledge the culture of the city, and I wanted the people in the neighborhood to embrace the identity of their city, which is the Talisay tree. There would also be a sitting area or a waiting area for people and a path walk. Agenda. Project goals. To unite the neighborhood, to provide a place that will be the heart of the barangay, to provide more greenery to the city, make cultural heritage appreciated, to make the area more lively, and to promote sustainability. Project objectives. Area is suitable for all ages, provide a positive and friendly place to the barangay, provide interactive spaces, exhibit cultural heritage, have an interactive area, use sustainable materials. Proposed program. Dalisay City is named after the tree Talisay City because of the dominant appearance of it on this land. The city has been known to be filled with it, and with that, the proposed program is a park dedicated to Barangay Zone 12 of Talisay City, Negros Occidental in acknowledgement of the Talisay tree. The site would symbolize not only the heart of the barangay but also the heart of the city as well. The proposed program is an interactive site to the whole neighborhood where people of any age can enjoy. For its sustainability and its eco-friendly environment, the use of Talisay tree wood is applied on the playground and benches as well as the pavilion. This is the program matrix of the site. So this is how the site would look like. There is an open area or pet area with seesaw and benches, parking for bikes, open area or pet area with slide, swing and benches, pavilion, comfort room, a greenhouse, an open space with bench, and a pathwalk. There will be 2 trees, in which the biggest tree would be the one on the front, and the tree is a historical tree and one of the oldest tree of the city. And I decided that it will be placed there so that it would represent the whole area. It would symbolize the trees as well. For the greenhouse, there would be a small store inside that would sell saplings of the tree, which can also be planted inside. This is the floor plan of the site. So it is 25 by 20, and the greenhouse is 11 meters by 5 meters. Comfort room is 3 meters by 4 meters. And the pavilion is 5.45 meters by 5.24. Design response. So the design response for the location is that park will be built near residential and commercial area for easier access. My design response for the neighborhood is that I would add barriers to separate the park from the residential areas surrounding it. For traffic, I would put a small parking space for bikes so that people near the neighborhood will be able to park their bikes. Next is my design response for nature. I would position the biggest tree in front, which is a historical tree in Dalisay and is one of the most oldest trees. Some of the trees will be moved to another place or area or land that is located somewhere else. For sustainability, we would also use some of the trees as materials for building the benches, pavilion, and the playground. Next is my design response for the sun path. We'll put the greenhouse at this area to avoid direct afternoon sunlight to the open area. And for the airflow, the open area will be located where the wind blows for refreshment. Volumetric analysis. The lot is 25 by 20 meters. I would add a parking on the side. I would add trees to manipulate the wind that would consider the historical Talisay tree. Add pathwalk to segregate activity areas. I would add the swing, seesaw, and slide. I would then add benches for the sitting area. I would add a platform to separate the pavilion from the land. I would add benches and a table on the pavilion for more sitting. And I would add wooden slats that mimic a standard greenhouse to give border to the pavilion. I would add the greenhouse at this area to avoid direct sunlight to hit the park. add bushes as borders, and then add bike racks. Volumetric analysis of the greenhouse. So I started with boxes or cubes. I angled this area for direct sunlight to enter the glass. The angled area would face the morning sun, which is at the east side. I would angle the walls of the greenhouse to manipulate the wind towards the park. And then I would angle the roof of the entrance to block direct afternoon sunlight. And then I would angle roof of comfort room to avoid direct afternoon sunlight and to mimic the greenhouse formation. This is the finished model.